Okay, I don't know what this is. This might be another, like, you got something for me like yesterday. And I wasn't prepared for this, so I got little stubby fingers. I don't have nails on, and I was musicking and gardening, and I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mention... Should I make a separate video for that? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. No, not this one. Let's do this one. Let's do Light and Shadow Tarot from Michael Jefford. If anyone knows how to say my guy's name, let me know. And Brian Williams. It's a Bay Area deck. So the Bay Area could be relevant. The Bay, like, if it's not the Bay Area, shout out to the Bay, shout out to Oakland. Miss you terribly every day. Should I mention that? Okay, this personal disclaimer, something I'm going to really hold myself more accountable with. Like, I have a very small channel. My other channel was very small. Like, I have never had more than like 500 subscribers at a time, so sometimes I forget that someone might be listening or misunderstanding what I'm saying. And one of the spiritualists that I look up to in the Bay Area felt compelled to make a video this week about offhand remarks from from readers, from TikTok, from wherever, about cheap Chinese products and cheap Chinese deck knockoffs, and that it can create actual hate and violence towards Chinese people, or, Americans who have Chinese ethnicity. And I don't want to be any part of that, because I saw that in real life, in real time. Ooh, I'm going to try not to cry. Maybe I need some therapy. I don't know. I used to live in near Chinatown in Oakland for 10 years. If you're around that area, you probably will recognize me. I lived there. I worked there. I went to Laney College. I worked at Laney College. I worked at Cafa. I know the people. I knew the homeless people. They knew me. And then after COVID happened and Donald Trump got elected, I started to see the people that I saw every day being bullied, being harassed, being murdered. Like, murdered. For real. Like, a couple elderly people that I saw every day because I walked everywhere. Just for existing, just for being Asian, just for walking down the street. There was something else that happened that I don't think was an accident either. So what she said was very important. These are things that are really happening, and if she's in the Bay Area, it's probably still happening. That was one of the main reasons why I left. And besides, I was being attacked too for kind of just existing and being a pale white girl walking down the street too, which is never like that before. It was like something changed. And if you're from the Bay Area and you left around that time because things were getting like really dark-hearted, comment below. Because I loved Oakland. I love those people. It was my community. I lived there, worked there. Served them breakfast. And it was like the only thing that really happened was that the community, they had to start trying to figure something else for themselves. You know, we don't call cops around there, people end up dead. It was like, it's all grassroots, it's all people coming together. And they had to actually start kind of a neighborhood watch. I just did sign up for it, but I ended up moving because I was being stalked, but nothing was being done. Like, and it was getting worse, and it was getting bad. So, am I still talking 5 minutes? I'm sorry. So I'm going to hold myself accountable for that and really watch my words and stay away from generalizations. And I thank Benabel Wen for doing that. She probably felt like she had to do that. So I'm going to listen. So could this be a theme of violence in the community, and that's why that came up? Yeah, I'm getting, yeah, okay. What did I put in there? Someone was wondering, bear bully. Okay, it's about a bully. Maybe someone's trying to bully. Bearberry, mullein, frankincense, myrrh, red copal, Egyptian musk. So if that's relevant to you, maybe you're a jet setter, maybe you travel a lot for work, or you have multi-ethnicity that, or what do you call it, dual citizenship or something, or you travel a lot, like I see a lot of visa stamps on your passport, that sort of thing. If you're still with me here, Okay. What is this? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, look at this sausage party. Look at this sausage party. Much love to all the sausage parties out there. I guess someone got a party. Okay, so for this spread, the one representing you in this situation is the Ten of Swords. A little clarification on that. If I could ever find the book. Oh, here it is right there. This is going to be a conspiracy read. I swear, anytime I kind of touch on a subject, then more readings about that come in. It's like, oh, you're doing readings about this? Oh, okay, here, I got one for you. Should I pull a... Oh. It's like there was a neighborhood watch, but they were just watching you. Lame. Let me read from the book. This is like Russian or something. I got it on the internet, and I'm not sure what this is, where it came from, or but I love how different it is. All right, come on. We can do this together, brain. Let's go. There it is. Page of Swords. Sometimes danger lies in wait for you very close. Oh God. But you were strong enough to cope with this unexpected adventure. Oh boy. Okay. So, if... okay. They wanted to ruin your life and leave you in financial ruin, homeless. And that's the truth. And there's going to be some evidence coming out where you can say, that's what they were doing at the sausage party. I mean, they're probably doing other things as well there, but plotting my downfall? Yeah, sorry. But you can handle it. You're going to have the attitude, like it says here with the Page of Swords. It's an unexpected adventure for you. So you can deal with it. You can cope. Wow, look at that. So the Ace of Swords concerning what? Should I pull from that? Oh, what's that? Is it a rabbit or a duck? If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck and no. RH factor and femininity. So I'm talking to a feminine here? Is this, I thought this was like going to be like a, yeah. Ooh, there's the Hangman twice. Whoa, look at that. I mean, I'm just pulling the same cards over again sometimes, Spirit's like, just read it. I'm going to pull all the same cards twice. It's so nice, I wanna hear the same song twice. What does that have to do with anything? If it walks like a duck, all right. Ace of Swords. So the truth is about that it is a duck. It is indeed a duck. When you start your day, you can start your life in a completely new way. It's all about the point of reference that you have determined. So they were trying to skew your mind, your thoughts, your decisions, your frame of reference. Five of Wands, let's go. I don't have this memorized, I'm sorry. I'm trying to memorize another deck right now. Shout out to that deck. Oh. Be careful that the success of your actions does not overshadow your pure thoughts and intentions. People so quickly get used to being on top, but the fall is merciless. But that's not you, that's them. So they were trying to create a merciless fall for you, and we can get into these characters themselves here in a second, because it's already long, might as well keep going, right? Eight of Swords. The situation that they tried to get you into together as a team, yay. Teamwork makes the dream work. But it's like the nightmare of whoever is at the receiving end of this. This has got to be gang stalking. This has got to be... Let me think about this deck for a second here. Hold on, Hangman. Were they like literally trying to kill you? Like, is this that kind of reading? Oh my God. Turning your life upside down. Stuck in this position among the tangled branches, you suddenly become aware. Huh. There are many new solutions to each of the problems that have overtaken you. But to realize this, you need to lose the ground from under your feet. It's impossible otherwise. In the position of you and what to do. So these three kings, there was a reading about that. These three kings did plot these things from like, the only reason why I remember that is because it rhymed. And I was like, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm obnoxious. I really try. If I ever figure out what that was, I'll leave a link below. Four of Wands in this deck. I know what that would mean in any other deck, but this deck, Four of Wands. It's hard for you to act as doubts settle in your heart, but we must not hesitate. The result comes only through actions. Okay, so there is action to be taken on your part here, but let me get a little more clarification. Something to do with your blood, your bloodline, coming in, taking what's yours, messing with your mind, turning your world upside down. Okay, so you probably angered the Illuminati or something, and I mean like, not the ones that think they're in, but they're just mind-controlled whatnots. I'm talking about the controllers, the higher-ups, like, you're on the radar, obviously. Queen of Swords. Ooh, you're going places. You might be, very smart, very ambitious. Somebody foresaw your success that's coming up for you now. It's like, we've only just begun to live. But it's like the living is success, prosper, creativity, production, beauty, intelligence, leadership, a balance, a natural control, an understanding of light and dark, and financial success that comes with that, without selling your soul, without selling out, while staying on the right track, keeping to the middle road sometimes when it might have been easier to just let them say, no, come here. Don't worry about anything. We'll take care of everything. Is something like, we'll take care of it. You don't have to worry about that. No, don't worry. I'm getting like, don't worry your pretty little head about all that. It's very, okay. So those are the words that they might have been saying, but it was get back in the kitchen and be barefoot and pregnant and make me a sandwich. That's what they're not saying. That's the quiet part. Is this politics maybe? I'm like, oh God, I'm getting triggered to a past life when I was... No, I'm not going to say that I was naive enough to think I could make a difference, because I did. I might have been a shitty mom, but I was a really great leader. But it's constant work. It's all day, every day. It's all day, every day to build peace amongst nations, to be an ambassador on a worldwide scale. It's all day, every day trying to create peace. And there's always someone with every action towards peace that you do. There's always a snake in the grass that is making a step to undo that peace. A knot of friendship. It's like there's always someone there pretending to be helpful, or an advisor that's just got giant scissors behind their back and they just snip away. You create boundaries, they snip it away. You try to create ethical laws and they say, oh yeah, that's great, we love that. And then they blow up your car. Okay, so whoever I'm talking to, those are the kind of people that you're dealing with. Oh, wait a minute. That's this. Oh, you already did it. You don't know this. You don't know this. Ooh, they're all going down. Oh my God. Hold on just a minute. This is that reading. This is that reading. Hold on. Is this that reading? Yeah. Yeah. I had a little, people call it a download. I don't know. I just, Okay, background. A little thing that happened last week is relevant to you. It's a metaphor for what you have done, and you don't realize how amazing and incredible it is. It's like Ooh, you were trying to slay a couple dragons, and you did, but you didn't realize that by doing that also you were cutting the head off the main demon dragon as well. With those actions. Oh my god. So, okay, a little background here. I do my tarot readings in a metal shop, a wood shop, you know, I do make, create. So, I'm kind of out there. And there's little crickets that sneak in sometimes, you know, and they drive me nuts. And so I'll usually try and catch them and get them out of there. But if I can't and they're driving me nuts, then I'll just smash them, you know. Sorry, rest in peace. Give them a little cricket funeral, you know. With all due respect, I'll get out. That sort of thing. And there was a cricket that I was going... Okay, so this is a metaphor for what you did on a large scale. Oh, so they were trying to prevent you, hold on, they were trying to prevent you from coming into power, or if this is politics, you are one of those, you know, I don't know, maybe it's easy to be a leader if you're crooked. I wouldn't know about that. I only know that, and I touched on that in a past reading. I did have to take that off because it was a little too graphic, but yeah, I ended up dead. My kids ended up dead by their own father's hands because I was bad for business. They didn't care about peace on earth. They didn't care about prosperity and 7 generations and the children and love and compassion and honoring the natural world or life or even death. They didn't even honor death. And you've heard about that, I think, in some of the mythology. Atlantis, I think they call it. Okay, so there was a cricket, and it was driving me crazy. And I took a shoe, you know, and I was like, and it was like jumping around, and it was late, and I was tired, and I smacked the thing, and I thought I got it, but then it moved again, and I saw it move, and I was like, and so I smacked it, and it, you know, like when you kill a cricket, it goes boom, and it bounces up, because they're bouncy. And then I thought I saw it kind of behind the curtain, and I was like, oh, how did it get away? And so I went right up to it, and I was like, not today, blah, 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 like, a little ridiculous. Bam, 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 bam. And it fell, and then I was like, all right, let me clean this up. Went and got my mop and everything, and came back in, turned on all the lights, and realized, oh, it wasn't just one cricket, it was 2 crickets. And I was like, oh, dang, okay, that's why I was like, oh, I thought I got it, but I didn't. Okay, this is going somewhere, I promise. This part's the scary part. And then I was like, oh no, there's another one. And our crickets here, I say ours now that, okay, I've lived here for 9 months or something. I'm like, our crickets here, border of Texas, are like this big. They're big black crickets. It's not like where I'm from out west. They're big, they're black, they're significant, significantly sized. And so I was like, wait a minute, that's 3. So the one behind the curtain, I was like, oh, so there was 3 crickets that I killed. And then when I went to clean up the body, I realized it wasn't a cricket at all. It was a giant freaking spider. It was like this big. And I thought it was a cricket because it was that big, dead, curled up behind the curtain, right by where I sit, right next to my leg, right next to my foot. And I don't know if I don't know if I would have had the courage to go up right next to it with my face to be like, bam, 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 bam. If I realized that it was whatever that was, because it wasn't anything, it wasn't a brown recluse, she wasn't a black widow, it wasn't any kind of spider I've ever seen, like anywhere. It wasn't the garden spiders that are big and scary and hairy, it wasn't that either. I don't know what it was, but it was right there. And so I ended up with trying to get rid of the one cricket that I knew was going to annoy me all night. And I really needed sleep. And I didn't have the time to catch the guy and chase him around all night, you know? I didn't have time to chase him around all night. I just needed to get it over with so I could get some frickin' rest and peace. Rest in peace. And I ended up killing 2 big old crickets, and a scary, possibly poisonous, dangerous spider that I didn't know was lurking right there the whole time. Okay? So that's what you've already done. So it's like, if these people, if you are ambitious, that's beautiful. That is your path. If you're like, it's all crooked, no, don't be afraid by the evil actions of men. If it's in your heart, and it's on your path, and it's on your hero's journey to do that, then do that. I mean, way back then, it wasn't like I decided to be a mom and then I decided to be a career ambassador, and I don't want to get into that really. If anyone asks, I'll tell. I'm not trying to talk about myself. I'm really not. But, I touched on that a little bit, and I want to keep all the graphic stuff off here for now. There was someone whose child was being hurt, and I needed to share my story of that happening to me and my child, and how wrongly I handled that. And, okay, anyway. I was kidnapped and taken from wherever I was from. We're talking BC, like BC. There's only like telephone game stories of like me, really, from what I can tell. But I was taken as a little girl from wherever I was from. Don't know where that's from. Still to this day, I remember it very clearly what it looked like, but I still don't know. He was a very, very evil, wicked person. And I ended up having my first son when I was, Lord knows, because I didn't know how old I was. But he had started grooming me pretty young, I was about 12. I'm guessing when I had my son, maybe 13, 14. When I had my daughter, and so it's like, So you're going to be going up against the kind of men that I went up against then. Ended up, fighting him, in quotes, till the ends of eternity. And I still will, this idea that it's okay to enslave, to hurt, to maim, to create trauma, to break the will of a child, to hurt a child, to abuse a child in any way. No, that's not what we do here. It's not what we do here. Okay, that was brought here. So you must agree with me on that, maybe? And so those kind of people, they were into black magic that whole time. It's like being kidnapped into Illuminati satanic family is how I see it, which is why I know it when I see it. At every level. And I know how history is written by the victors. And the stories have been skewed. Okay? But they have already done so much against you because someone had predicted, like a black witch or a black shaman, that you would be a great leader someday. And that you would bring a lot of joy and peace and balance. Wow, I don't know who you are. This is really awesome. But these are the kind of people that will kill and maim and lie and destroy and take your good name and smear it into the mud. Like they really feel like overnight they can destroy someone. They can destroy someone's career with their dirty tricks. And we do see that all the time. But I don't see that for you here. I feel like they're falling like dominoes, like in that last reading, because of something that you already did. So so all of this, oh, that's awesome. So all of this, okay. The higher power uses the devil's weapons against them, because it's kind of a sense of humor there. Divine sense of humor there. So everything that they were trying to do to you, to ruin your mind, to mess up your career in the past, it was so you couldn't get to this point where then you would be in power and then you could come for them and destroy them. But you're already destroying them. They don't understand that. They're falling. You won't even come into power until they're all dead and gone. And that's what's up. Let me read from the book. Like, this tells me everything I need to know about you and how you are born to do this. You have the heart to do it. You won't sell out. That's a threat to these guys. They feel like they can buy anything or anyone or blackmail anything or anyone, and you can't be bought. And it already been brought in. What's that movie where it's like a parody of something? It's like they're becoming a joke. They were trying to come up with ways to make you give up. And you didn't, because you can't. You can't stop, won't stop. I don't know. Maybe you're very young, and this is what it takes. It's like, these are the guys that are like Weekend at Bernie, propping up Mitch McConnell, you know? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I want to talk about that. It's so creepy to me. It's so wrong. It's so creepy to me. Okay. I'm going to go for, you could read tarot or something, or you're an undercover boss. Ha! I love that. This is like playtime for you. Like, there is not a sneak attack that could come that you wouldn't be like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They're out of gas. They're out of batteries. They're out of time. They're out of ideas. They're out of ideas. So everything that they were trying to do to you to prevent you from getting to this point is their undoing. It's what's getting them caught up. Hold on. Let me read from the book here. I love this. High Priestess. She is like the trunk of a mighty tree, stubborn and self-sufficient. But inside there is something different. Take a look. There, hidden from everyone, is a fragile soul or a dead dust of despair. You are constantly on the verge, every breath on anguish. Time to find peace in your thoughts, desires, and actions. Okay. So to keep up that same energy, and let me read for this one too, it is that peace of mind. It is that breath work that you've been practicing all this time, that patience that you've been working on, that balance within your own light and dark, understanding your own shadow, and the part of yourself that is a hypocrite, which is what we're all being asked to do, with the King of Pentacles. You won't be struggling for the rest of your life, if you were wondering, no. But you are going to be maybe asked to be receptive to a lot of different kind of people or ideas, and you can absolutely handle that. Like I said, you're made for it. Here, King of Pentacles. Ooh. Darkness in the forest. Silence and shrill beasts scream. You are not afraid because you are brave and your strength is with you. Go ahead, step by step. Dance, laugh, sing, be, enjoy, create. If you're a musician, get going on it. Just start. That's part of it. If you're the Empress, oh man, okay. The Sun. This is in the position of you. In this position of authority or power or whatever it is that you're working towards that they tried to stop and did not stop. Shit. Sorry. Try not to curse. It's the Bible Belt. It's a different culture. I'm trying to work with that. Okay, so the Sun. New opportunities have opened up today. Oh, you might get really good news like this week, proverbially today, about an opportunity to get going here. This is the chariot here. There might be a chariot waiting to just kind of, hold on, let me say this. New opportunities have opened up today, and it is necessary to say a firm no to the fear of change. Say no to fear. No to the fear of change. Because these guys are being taken care of here in a way that you don't have to worry about. Tangled in their own spider web and consumed by the dark spider that they tried to send to you. Ooh. Let the thicket part and the light... Okay, this is a weird translation. Let the thicket part, and maybe thickest, let the thickest part in, and the light will give new life to those who yearn for it. Don't let doubt lead you into darkness. There may be no return. So you've already come out of the darkness. Never look back. That thick darkness was meant to trap you like molasses, meant to keep you stuck. And yet here you are, like you've already made it past. You already killed the spider, trying to get the cricket. Okay? The chariot. So this is the environment. This is like you can't do anything about it. It's the gods are kind of suggesting something to you. It's like whether you like it or not, the chariot's here in a really, really great, beautiful way. You got the impassable path. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this card. The impassable path. It's like the path through a mountain nobody could get through. You're already on the other side. It's like that scene from, maybe you're a fan of the, what's it called? Indiana Jones? What's the third one with the dad? And he goes through the sort of booby-trapped labyrinth to get to the Grail or whatever. Because he was pure of heart, because he had faith. That's you. You did that. You're there. You're at the Grail. You got it. It's yours. The only way you could lose it is if you go back to that molasses. Because of like some relic of mind control programming that might still be lingering, but it's being wafted away as we speak by your higher power. It's like, don't worry about that. We got that. Just keep going forwards. You got this. You're in control. Stay in control. Okay? You got the impassable path. You might be afraid, but the forest hangs over your life with a set of problems and then solutions. It is necessary to have the courage to make a move. Sometimes it doesn't matter in which direction your first move is. The main thing is to start. So you might not know where you're going or how to do it. You just know you're going to do it. And that's exactly the attitude that you should have right now for this. So you might still feel like you're in darkness and nothing's happening and you're still being squashed. I'm just going to say that I'm stumbling over my words right now because I don't necessarily understand everything about black magic. I just know what it looks like and what it does to people. So we're going to be able to see in the faces of the politicians and the celebrities who have been practicing satanic ritual abuse or blood sacrifice or pedophilia, we're going to be able to see it in their faces as the veil lifts. Their own ancestors are ratting them out for going down that road. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? Just keep going, forging ahead, even if you still feel like you're in the shadow of the oppression of this, okay? Because it's getting wafted away as we speak. It's like they knew you were an undercover boss when you came out of the womb, okay? It's like they might have known who you are before you were self-aware. Which I feel like you were self-aware pretty young. You might still be pretty young. Like you have your whole life ahead of you with this incredible position of either creation or leadership or, motherhood. If that is your path, and it's a very different path for you, but you absolutely can, if you have the right man, be a leader and a mother. Not if you don't. Not if you don't. If you're with a man who is intimidated by a woman in power, or intimidated by someone who they might see as more intelligent, clairvoyant, or gifted, they'll still be in your bed, but they're going to be with these ones over here laughing and cackling and trying to count the money that they're getting from secretly sabotaging you with those scissors behind their back. Okay? So if you are single and you're not in a relationship, you're fine exactly how you are. Okay? But you're living in in control, but feminine, beautiful, sensual, creative, inspiring. Like, this isn't just the queen of all queens, okay? So traditionally, I'm going to borrow from another deck here. She's not the wife of the empress or the emperor. She is the empress that births emperors. So the queen mother, okay, if you want to see it that way, even if you're young, okay, that's the spiritual archetype that you're embodying right now. So you're much, much bigger than your body. You must have a presence when you walk in the room, and it's definitely necessary. It's like people will have a natural response to you as the queen mother, as a leader of the community, or on a larger global scale, which is really awesome. That's really beautiful. There's not a lot of people that can do that, because there's not a lot of people that care enough. It takes compassion, care. And there's no one who has more care and compassion for the tribe than the original matriarch or the queen mother. And if you're not a mother, you're embodying that archetype, because it's a part of your own hero's journey. It's a part of who you are. It's what you were born to do. But you had to get some dust off your shoulders first. Let me read the Empress. Yeah, laughter, smile. Oh, sorry. There's a book that I love called Something Wicked This Way Comes, okay? There's such a beautiful, powerful, important message in it, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But if you're feeling guided to create, to laugh, to share, to have fun, to be in the sun, that's exactly right. Even if you feel a little stir crazy, it says, is it laughter, smile, hysteria? What's in your head? No hysteria. It's time to stop. You rush headlong through these forests, jumping from branch to branch. There is no peace in you, no plan, no sequence. There is only constantly passing time nearby. So it could be that you're changing your life completely. In the fear of change might be loving to feel settled. You could be a Cancer and you love your safe home, but this is going to require that home be wherever you lay your hat. But you will be loved and protected and responded to as someone who needs to be respected and protected wherever you go. Maybe overseas even, and you've never been overseas. And it's going to take some courage, but you can do it. And the outcome is the Page of Cups. For your heart, after going through this heartbreaking betrayal, possible attempts at, definitely attempts at theft of, like an energy vampirism, or trying to get you to degrade yourself so that you could be in the vibration where you could be taken down. And they're all about to be taken down. They're all feeling very woozy. They're feeling very dizzy right now. 'Cause I'm dizzy. You know that old song? That's where they are. Prohibitions exist outside of your participation. You take the other side by breaking the rules. It's up to you whether to be or not to be. You are fully in control now of your mind, your body, your soul, your heart, your energy. There's nothing that can stop you. They can't do anything, and there's no wrong way to go. Anything you do is right. Every decision you make is right. Like, I don't even think you could do anything wrong if you tried to at this point. Did the damn thing. You're doing the damn thing. And you're killing crickets and spiders and dragons and demons. And it's like by the time you're able to step onto that stage or into that throne, whatever it means to you, all the opposition will already be dead. And I'm going to leave it there. You know, if it walks like a duck, they want what you have in your blood. They want to wear it like a skin suit, like Buffalo Bill. Ooh, this might be, I don't know if you, hold on. They were going to try to marry you. Wasserman test. Ooh, they were going to try to marry you and then give you an STD. The Wasserman test is the most commonly used test to diagnose syphilis. This person probably has syphilis. No new friends, no new boyfriends. But I think that was already past the past since we talked about someone who was intimidated by your prowess, your presence, your intelligence, and the way people can connect to you and love you and want to protect you and feel protected by you. So congratulations on avoiding syphilis. Now, if you never knew them in real time, that's just what they're going to be going for. So look out for that. Grab your popcorn. You can't do anything wrong. You're in control. Stay in control. Stay prayed up. Keep yourself, your mind, your body, and your soul clean, clear. Come up with a dietary plan or hire a dietitian if you are going to be in politics and traveling. It's essential. It's just, you know, one of those things that you need to do to protect yourself, okay? It's like when you're good to mama, mama's good to you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Like this video if you liked it, so I know that someone's out there getting something out of this, or I'm just going to assume it's totally irrelevant and go do some other things. But if it resonates, definitely comment below if you feel comfortable. And it just makes me really happy that there are people out there like that, because it does give me hope. And I'll see you for the next one, okay? I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Subscribe for more content if you like this video, and I'll see you for the next one, okay?